Thought for the day. We all suffer from one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is discipline weighs ounces, while regret weighs tons. Welcome to 7 Minutes for Yourself. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad you've joined me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. Let's take this time to reconnect with ourselves and improve our well-being. In today's episode of 7 Minutes for Yourself, we discuss 7 ways to increase discipline to improve our self-control. Have a listen.
In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about discipline because I think it's really important. And I think discipline gets a bad rap. If you watch the videos on YouTube about discipline or having a productive routine or a morning routine, things like that, it can feel very intense and it can feel very unattainable. And I don't think that that's what discipline is supposed to be. My way of looking at being a disciplined person is I want to be disciplined because I think it's going to give me a better quality of life. When you're a disciplined person and you are able to get the things that you need to get done, you are able to enjoy certain moments and special moments in your life a lot more. So being disciplined for me isn't about having 2 and 3 side hustles and staying up, all hours of the night working on whatever it is that I'm working on, but it's more so I want to be disciplined because I know that if I am, I will be able to enjoy my life more. I think it gives you the opportunity to really be present and enjoy your life in a way that you wouldn't be able to if you didn't have that knowledge of how to be more disciplined in your life. So that's the lens through which I view discipline. It's not so much about being intense all the time, but more so getting things done so that I can enjoy my free time and I can enjoy my life. And that's what I want to talk about today, to tell you some of the ways that I became a more disciplined person. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 7 ways that I became more disciplined. Okay, so the first thing I started to do was I started doing things I enjoy. Have you noticed that when you do things that you enjoy, no one has to force you to do it? You don't have to be convinced or coerced into doing it. You just want to do it because you enjoy it. You become a more disciplined person when you do the things that you enjoy because you will intentionally plan it into your schedule. You will be intentional about how you incorporate those things that you enjoy into your life. And it could be anything. If it's something that you like to do, you will schedule it in because you want to do it. I think a good analogy for this is when you're in college kind of versus when you're in high school. So I can only use myself as example, but when I was in high school, I was kind of like, schmeh, school's fine. I'm here. I'm doing what I gotta do. It's not my favorite thing. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I would much rather be dancing or acting or whatever. But when I got to college and I was actually studying things that I was interested in and things that I enjoyed, I kind of flourished and really blossomed in college because I was studying something I was interested in and something that I enjoyed studying. So it made me a more disciplined person because I was doing something that I enjoyed doing. Hopefully that makes sense. The second way I became more disciplined was I started to look at value over feeling. So I think we live in a society that is very run by feeling. We're very emotional. We don't like to admit it, but we're a very emotional society, and sometimes our feelings and our emotions can dictate our actions, but you can't always trust your feelings and your emotions because those shift, those change. 1 minute you're probably feeling great, the next minute you could be feeling not so great. So you can't always trust your emotions to guide you. So when it comes to being disciplined, one thing that I've done is I've learned to look at value over how I feel about something. So if there's something that I don't want to do, go on a run, I look at the value of what I'm going to get from going on that run instead of the feeling of I don't like running, which, to be fair, I don't like running, but I know that it's good for me. I know that it's good for my heart health. I know that sweating helps me to detoxify and that ultimately will help me glow and all of these great things. So I look at the benefits of doing something that I don't necessarily like to do instead of just focusing on, well, I don't like that. I don't like running. I don't feel like doing that right now. Instead of having that mindset, which is really easy to fall into, I instead look at, okay, I'm going to detoxify. I'm going to just be an overall healthier person. So focusing on the benefits of what you're going to get out of doing something as opposed to focusing on the feeling or the emotion of not wanting to do it will also help you become more disciplined. It helped me. Okay, the third way I became more disciplined, and I talk about this all the time, was I set attainable goals for myself, and then once I reached those goals, that helps to motivate me. So I think that it's really important to have goals in life. Like, I just think it helps you move towards something. If you're not working towards something, then you're kind of just existing. And if you're just existing, you're not growing. I just think it's important to be working towards something, no matter what that something is. But I think the problem is that in our society, we kind of glamorize like this luxury life. Like, everyone wants luxury. You look on Instagram and it's like, oh, you see people on their yachts and their private planes, and everyone wants that, you know, for whatever reason, but everyone wants luxury. And the problem with setting this goal of living a luxury life is that you kind of forget about all the little steps you have to take to get there. Like, it's not just 0 to 100. Maybe for some people that's how it is. Like, for example, there are some people on YouTube who put out one video and got 1 million views and now they have 3 million subscribers. But the thing to realize is that that is the exception. That is not the rule. Chances are you're going to have to accomplish little things before you get to the big thing. And if you focus on the big thing, you're always going to feel like you failed and you won't feel that motivation to keep going, which will make you less disciplined. So set small goals for yourself, because once you reach them, you'll be like, yes, I got that one, on to the next one.
That concludes today's episode of 7 Minutes for Yourself. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts. Today and every day with your kiddo is a gift. Enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in.